Do you want to learn how to make a content calendar? Welcome, you're in the right place. Welcome to my content calendar series, where I'm going to show you how you can create your own content calendar using different tools. In this video, we're gonna break down Notion. So the first portion of this video, I'm going to show you examples of different ways that you could set up a content calendar, depending on your visual preferences. And in the second half of the video, I'm going to break it down. We're gonna make it from scratch so that I could teach you how to make your own content calendar on Notion from scratch, if that's the approach you want to take. If you like the content calendar that I show in the video, of course it is a free template. I will leave it down below. Have fun, do with it what you will. Take care. I don't know why, so sorry. When I first started using Notion, I found it really overwhelming. I did not like it. And here we are. I'm making a tutorial for it because I've discovered how to use it and I really enjoy it now. So I want to show you a few different ways you could present your content calendar. There's so many different aspects of things that you could have there. So within your content calendar, you could have like a to-do list. If you also want to see your daily tasks of what to do, so Monday, I want to focus on filming. Tuesday, I need to do this. Keeping track of everything you want to do next week. So you could have a checklist portion. You could also have a content pillar reminder. So this is something that I like to keep at the top of my content calendar. So if you're in the fitness industry, maybe one of your content pillars is protein tracking, right? So you want to keep that as a reminder. Okay, when I create a video, I want it to involve protein tracking. Content pillar number 2 is form breakdowns, where it dives into actual form for fitness and different exercises. So you could have your content pillars there as a reminder. Of course, we have the calendar view. This is the essential part of your content calendar. You can track all of the content that you're working on across any platform. So you could have it visually tracking your TikTok, YouTube, Instagram content, all the things. You could set that up there. You can also set up this place to have any quick grabs. I like to call this my quick grabs section. So links, if somebody's like, hey, what's your YouTube channel? In an email, you have your YouTube link, you just hyperlink your YouTube channel. Instagram, hyperlink that there. TikTok, hyperlink that there. If you have a script template, you could hyperlink your script template, so it's just quick when you're ready to script a video. Templates there. YouTube description template, that's the description of your YouTube videos. Brand collab pitching, your pitch templates. Quick grabs for like branding. If you have specific hex codes that you use in your branding, you could do each hex code there, so it's quick and easy to grab. So again, this is the quick grab section. And then people love to also break down each platform so that they could see specifically what their TikTok ideas are that they're working on. Below that, you could add a specific section for Instagram. Below that, specific section for YouTube. So there's lots of different things you could do. We also have, let me show you a few other examples in my YouTube course. This is how I have the YouTube content calendar set up. So again, you have the script template, the video process template. You could track collaborations. This is another view that I really like. So you could see all videos in progress. So you brain dump your video ideas, and then you could, when you're ready, drag a video idea over to the planning section. All of these cards are movable. So if you have a video idea that you want to go into planning, or planning that you're ready to script, you could click and drag it over to its proper place in the progress. Video brain dump. So this is where you just brain dump all of your ideas. Let me unlock it so I could show you. So video idea, you drag it here when you're ready to work on it. Brain dump, you could just like, new idea here. Oh, there's an idea. Oh, I have another idea here, right? So these two sections are also options that you could have appear visually, again, depending on what your visual preferences are. Go back to a few other examples. This is if you are somebody that you want that focus on those content pillars, you have that reminder, you put your niche up top, and then you put your content pillars here, so that every time you add a idea, you're constantly focusing on rotating through those content pillars. You're tracking ideas in their progress and then planning them into the content calendar, plugging them in so you could see them visually. This was the template that I used when I first started getting into Notion. I thought it was very simple, straightforward. It really helped me with how I create my content. So I really like to just like brain dump, focus on rotating through content pillars, tracking the progress of an idea, and then scheduling it onto a calendar. I feel like that was something that really helped me. If you're somebody, you're like, great content calendar, fantastic, but like I need help with making content and coming up with really good content ideas. I don't know how to film. I don't know how to make hooks. How do I come up with content ideas? How do I do all the things? I'm just gonna plug myself right here because I have so many courses for content creators. So I have an Instagram course that teaches you how to grow on Instagram and make money on Instagram as a content creator. I also have a course bundle called the BSP model, which has 8 courses in it. So if you're watching this video in January, you can actually sign up for the BSP model right now. Doors are open only for January to help people who have New Year's resolutions to become a full-time content creator. So you can sign up for BSP. If it's after January when you're watching this, I do have a wait list that you could join where you're like, okay, that's something I'm curious about hearing. Keep me in the know of when it launches again, and I'd love to hear more about it. So you can get on the wait list, or if it's January, you can sign up for the BSP model today. So now that you've seen a few different visual examples for how you could set up your own content calendar, like I said, you can use my templates down below. But if you want to create something from scratch, which I think is a great way to familiarize yourself with a product like Notion, I'm going to show you how you can create your content calendar from scratch. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new page, and we are just going to call this the Notion content calendar, and I'm gonna put that because it's the one I made for the YouTube video. And to start things out, I feel like the most common thing that everybody will want is the calendar view, right? We're all gonna want a calendar view. It's gonna ask for a data source. We're gonna create a new database because if you have a new Notion account, you probably won't have a database. This is our new database, okay? This is our master calendar view. Okay, we need to title it. This is the master view. This is gonna show us all the videos we're working on, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the things, no matter what content pillar it is, this is gonna be the master view, okay? We're gonna start big and then filter it down from there. Cool? So, we are done. Let me click out. You'll see that this has appeared here, the Notion content calendar view. So from the get-go, you're like, okay, wait, this doesn't look like any of the other things you were showing me, Millie. This is so itty-bitty, I don't like it. We're gonna press the 3 dots up top and we're gonna do full width. This is gonna make it nice, wide, master view. We love it, okay? So to add other elements, you just go below the calendar and you can add other elements here. Usually you're going to type a backslash and then whatever other database we choose to create or space that we choose to create. First, I'm gonna focus on building out each of the spaces that I showed you before we make it fancy schmancy, right? We can add a cover photo, we can add colors, we can make it cute, we can make it aesthetic. But first, I just wanna show you the fundamentals, foundations for your content calendar. The next thing that I think will be most helpful is potentially that quick grabs list or even columns, right? If you don't want this calendar to take up an entire view, you want the calendar to be like on the right half of your screen or the left half of your screen. This is where you're gonna create columns to do that. So I'm gonna do backslash and I'm gonna start typing columns. And there's different options. You could do 2 columns, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to do 2. And now you can see here we have 2 columns. I'm going to drag my calendar to the second column here. Yeah? Cool. Now on this side, maybe this is where you want to do those quick grabs. You want to organize different links. You want to organize your templates. You could organize, again, you could set up a thing to track your collabs. Here we're going to do branding. Now let's kind of add a little bit of spice, make this look a little bit more presentable. So I'm gonna go over here, hover my mouse on this column. We're gonna expand it, make the calendar a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna click on this side of links, press enter to add another space. And I'm gonna actually call this my quick grabs section. I'm gonna highlight it, make it bold, press text to make it a little bigger, quick grabs. And then here is where I could like bold text. This will be heading 3. bold text. This will be heading 3. Bold text, heading 3. We get it? Now we're gonna add a link to our YouTube, a link to our Instagram, a link to our TikTok templates, YouTube script outline, pitch, templates, branding, hex code, hex code. Okay, this is just kind of quick brain dump. To make this a little bit cute, I can add like emojis here. So for my laptop, my shortcut is the Windows period, and then it pulls up the emoji options. So I could do this for YouTube. Instagram is more of like a photo, even though they're not a photo sharing app. TikTok is, it's the music symbol, right? It's a little of that. Make it a little cute, you could do that. Double click to highlight the text, press link to add your hyperlink. This is where you could paste your YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok. For the templates, this is one where you're going to actually link and create your script outline within Notion, so it's all in one place. So I can press here, this grid. I'm gonna turn this into a page, and we're gonna put it exactly where this page is. So it's gonna be under the Notion content calendar that we're creating. So now when I click here, I can actually put my script outline here. So I have like my hook, I have my intro, I have my main point number 1. I wanna put a call to action here to my courses, and then main point number 2, right? So you could put your own script outline. To go back up top, this is where you're tracking where you are in your Notion space. So I'm gonna go back to the main content calendar, and now I could click into this whenever I want. Same thing with your pitch template. Let's do that again. Press the grid, turn into a page that is inside of the Notion calendar. And now you could copy paste your pitch templates, which you got from www.itsmodernmillie.com. Okay, so that's my website where you can get your free pitch templates. Moving on, let's build out our calendar a little bit more, right? You wanna be able to brainstorm your ideas, brain dump your ideas, track them, all of the things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create multiple different views for this one database. So you can view all of your ideas on a calendar form. You could view all of your ideas in list form. You could view all of your ideas in progress form. So we're just adding different views for this one element. So next to this where it says calendar view, there's this plus sign. We're gonna press that. There we go. And we're going to do a table view. This one is my favorite one to start with. So we're gonna call this brain dump YouTube and done. So now this is where you're gonna add all of those different filters, all the things, depending on what you want to track. What I like to do is have an area, this is called the ideas list. So this is where you brain dump the ideas. You could have a post date. So this is where it goes live. Tags is when you can add different filters or tags to organize your ideas in a specific way. So if I want to organize my ideas based off of content pillars, I can add tag like content pillar 1, or again, specifically, it would be protein, right? So you would write out what that content pillar is. For me, as an educator, Instagram tips is one of my tags. So I'm just gonna say content pillar 1, and you'll put whatever your content pillar is, content pillar 2, content pillar 3. This way, when you're brain dumping ideas, you could see that you're really rotating between your different content pillars, okay? Let's call this content pillar. This one, I don't want to have a text property, so it defaulted to another text property. I don't really use another text section, so we're going to press edit property, and we're going to switch this to select. Now, I like the select option. This is for you to add which platform that idea is for. So you have YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can also customize these so that you could choose a color for it. Instagram, I feel is purple. YouTube, I feel is red. And TikTok is like blue or pinky. So we'll do blue. So you can edit the colors there if you prefer that way. And then this is, oh, we're going to change the title to platform. What platform are we posting to? Another section that I like to add here is another date. And instead of post date, this is film date. So what day do you want to film that piece of content? All of these are drag and drop, so you could put it in the order that you think makes most sense to you. Ideas, content pillar, film date, post date, platform. This is just an idea of how you can organize it. Now comes to brain dumping your ideas. So here's idea number 1. You could just do a quick summary of what it is, and each of these cards open where you could do more of a brain dump. So this is down here. You can actually brain dump your idea even more. You could brainstorm different hook ideas. So you could be like, 5 ways to make money on Instagram. Or maybe my hook is, do you want to make money on Instagram? So I'm just kind of brainstorming here. And then I can say, oh, that falls under content pillar 1. I want this to go live on this date, which means that filming wise, I'll probably need to film it on this date, and this is gonna go up on Instagram. Okay, so this is kind of just me getting the idea ready, filling in the blanks, all the things. This is your master view brain dump. So we have idea number 2. You could also change all of these by just selecting the section, film date, post date for YouTube. And let's do another one for Instagram, content pillar number 3, posting on, no, filming that day, posting this day, TikTok, right? So this is just brain dumping all of your ideas. Now when we go to the calendar view, the calendar will have all of our ideas here. And because we made the post date first, that was like the default date that came up, because we made the post date as the first date and then we added film date after, the calendar is going to go off of the date that it defaulted. Did I explain that okay? So when we pressed new view and it automatically gave us these categories up top, it defaulted as date being one of them. That's because that's the date that it's going to track in here. The cool thing with this master view is that you can like drag and drop ideas here, and you drag and drop them around. When you update it in the master view, it's also going to update it here, as you can see it updated here, in the list view. So long as you're making different views under the same database, if you make one edit on one view, it will change all of the views. Let's do another view. Let's do the board one, okay? So for board, we're gonna call this one progress, because I know progress is something that we really like to see. Group by, we don't wanna group it by platform. We actually wanna group it by progress status. As you can see, progress status is not here. So we actually need to add a progress status. Let's exit out, go to brain dump, and add a progress status. We're gonna do select, progress, or even just like status. Options are going to be new idea, outlining, filming, editing, scheduling, and posting. Again, you could change those colors so that it fits your preference, and type, select, sort, perfect. Now it's a new status. Let's say idea 1 is currently being filmed. Idea 2, we're outlining. Idea 3 is a new idea. So that's how you could organize it. Jumping into progress. Now we could click up here, edit view. We're going to change the group. So instead of grouping it by the platform it's on, I want to see what progress type it is. So we're going to go to status. That's what we called it. And all the ideas. We already categorized them as in filming, new idea, outlining. Obviously these are not in the order that I envisioned, so I could just click and drag new idea here, outlining, filming, editing, post, scheduling, and then this one's technically posted or published, but we'll just leave it. So then you drag and drop and it's gonna show you the progress of each thing, right? And again, if you add a new idea here, it's going to add for all of the views. So in brain dump, idea number 4 is added. Again, this is not gonna show, idea 4 won't show on the calendar unless you have a date. So let's add a date. And now when we switch to calendar view, idea 4 is there. So if you're a social media manager, somebody who manages multiple social media profiles or social media platforms for your clients, for yourself, for other people, then you're going to love the sponsor of today's video, Metricool. Metricool is amazing. First of all, let me just say that. It's really such a great all-in-one social media tool where you can schedule and plan all of your content so that it auto-posts for you. Now, a new feature that Metricool recently released is their social media approval process, which is so freaking cool. This is basically a tool for social media managers to mainstream your creation process and approval process so that everybody can be in on the planning. When you create a piece of content for a business or your client, they could be part of the process from beginning to end. So how does this process work? What you're going to do is go to the planner section on your profile and select create a new post. You're going to highlight the social networks that you want to post to and add in the content. Select the time and day that it'll be published. On the bottom, click the drop down next to Save Draft and click Send to Review, and then your content will be sent off for approval. Now, Metricool works great for content creators as well, so if you're a solopreneur content creator, you can create a free Metricool account, and if you're a social media manager, somebody who juggles multiple platforms, then you could use my code ModernMillie when signing up. Let's finish our content calendar. Cool. Okay, now that you get the gist of creating different views for your ideas, let's add those views to our main content calendar, right? Because we don't want to just be like clicking and be like, oh, where's this video? Oh, I want to see this view. Like, we don't want to click back and forth. So what we want to do is we want to add these views down here. So instead of pressing like / board view, because one of them is a board view, what you're going to do is press / linked view of a database. So it's going to link the view from this database and bring it down here. So let's click that and we're gonna choose our source. Let's do the master calendar view. That's what we just created. And then you could choose whichever view you want, right? You could do the list view, the progress view, all these great options. So we have that. Now, if you want to get fancy with it and you want a calendar view for each platform. You want to see all of your content for TikTok, all of your content for YouTube. Let's do that. We're going to press calendar view, and now we're going to add a filter. So we're going to filter by platform TikTok. Now, this calendar will only show our TikTok videos on the calendar. Pretty cool, eh? Now, if you want that little label that says like, this one is going to TikTok, this one's going to Instagram, let's edit the view. Let's edit our calendar view. So right now we have each of those cards showing the date they're posting, but let's go to properties and we want to also see the platform. So we're gonna unhide the platform. This is going to show me Instagram is going up here. YouTube is going here. TikTok is going up here. And then again, when we scroll down here, we could add that filter. Properties, we want to view the maybe status and the platform. So now we see that idea number 3 is a new idea, haven't filmed it, haven't outlined it, it's still kind of in progress. So we get to see all those views. So that's how you kind of filter those views. I'm going to delete this space and we're going to make another space. To make the content pillar view, what you're going to do is press / gallery. And this is going to be a new database. We're not linking to any other views. This is our new space, okay? And we're going to call this, you could put your niche here. So maybe it's like fitness for beginners. That's what I'm focusing on. And then here's where you're going to add your content pillars. Delete all that. I don't need it. Content pillar 1, right? I think we already went over this. You get the gist. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. If you want this to be up top, click and drag all the way to the top. Now you have your content calendars. You could have 4 of them. So I'm just gonna put number 4 there. Add as many content pillars as you have, between 3 to 5. So that's how you add that view. And then the last view that you could have is the checklist of, hey, this is what you wanna do, to-do list, all the things. So just to show you, this is specifically this view. So this calendar is actually a widget, which is a little bit more advanced and involves embedding. So if you want this widget specifically, use the template in the description down below. It's a free template. You'll get access to all of this here so that you could customize as you see fit. So if you want to have that widget visible, use my template. That's next up. So that's advanced or a little bit more intermediate. Maybe we'll do a part 2, but we're gonna make this little checklist section. To make that, let's say you want it up top. So I'm gonna delete this view. So I just click that grid, delete. We are going to add a little space up there. I'm gonna bring this empty one, bring it up top. Cool. So we need this space, backslash, column. I'm gonna create 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and a Friday. Cool. And then each of these is gonna have their own checkbox. So I just pressed enter. I could do backslash and to-do list. I type in to-do, there we go, backslash, to-do list, and you just do that. Or you could drag, copy, paste, oops, drag it there, drag this one here. Yeah, so now you have little checklists. You could add another one, add, to-do list. Now to add a little bit of spice, a little bit of personality, a little bit of color, let's make all of these like heading 3. Heading 3 is fine. Heading 3. We want to press the grid color, and then you could add a background color or a text color. So if you actually want it all of these to be yellow, you could do that. If you want to change the background color, we could do background colors, yellow or orange or brown. So now we're adding a little bit more color here. We're having some fun. We've added our emojis. Let's add a cover image. So we have add cover, change cover. You could upload an image yourself, choose maybe like a color scheme. That's nice and simple. Or you could use Unsplash. These are free images. And we could type in the word calendar and just click through a few, see what we like. Maybe we like this one. Maybe we don't. Actually, let's go back to this color because I actually thought that was pretty nice. So we could do that. We could add a little icon to make it cute. So calendar icon, that's gonna appear here as well. So we have a calendar icon. And yeah, you've pretty much created your entire content calendar just like that. One bonus thing to make it look cute, if you want it to look cute, let's go to student templates, the niches or the content pillars. If you want, you could have these be images. So instead of, I put content pillar 1 here, you could just do backslash image. And again, choose one of the pictures in Unsplash. You could upload your own, and the picture that you choose will be the cover of that. So if you want to do different images there to pull inspiration for when you're creating content, that's something that you could do as well. If you've made it this far, be sure to comment the secret phrase, "I'm a Notion whiz," with like the little wizard emoji, or even just the wizard emoji works just as well. And if you're somebody who needs help coming up with content ideas that convert really well into more views, higher engagement, watch this video next. I share with you how you can come up with endless content ideas for your platforms. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Follow your joy. Bye.